Hello, and welcome to the Empowerography Podcast. This is a platform created for women's voices to be heard and a place to share their stories, journeys, and successes with the world for the purpose of helping other women who might be on similar journeys. We are empowering women one episode at a time. I'm your host, Brad Walsh, so kick back, grab one of your favorite beverages, and enjoy the stories. If you're looking for jewelry that makes an impact on your self-care routine and your style, Empowerography would love to offer you a discount code to one of our exclusive partners, Quartz & Canary Jewelry and Wellness Company. Please use code EMPOWER15 to receive 15% off upon checkout at www.quartzandcanary.com. Quartz & Canary is truly the place where spirituality meets style. Hello there, Brad Walsh here, your host of the Empowerography Podcast. Today, my guest is Adina Conn. She is a fitness trainer and a holistic nutritionist based right here in Toronto. How you doing today, Adina?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How's your day going so far?
It's great. It's great. It's nice talking to you. This is an honor, and thanks for having me on.
Oh, the honor is all mine, Adina. It's a pleasure speaking with women like yourself, and I appreciate you being part of the community, the Empowerography community, and agreeing to be a guest here and share a bit about your story, your personal story and journey, and what you do here with us today. So I appreciate you and thank you.
Thanks.
So, Adina, you're a fitness trainer and a holistic nutritionist, and have been working in the world of health and wellness for well over 30 years. So you've got quite a bit of experience there under your belt. Now, your career started in fashion design, though. Can you tell us a bit about why you decided to shift that drastically?
Yeah. So when I graduated high school, not sure what I wanted to do, and I always worked retail as a teen. I thought I'd go into the buying side of it and really loved the design, the creativity side of fashion. And I began working out, in my journey of exercise happened in my late teens. I was a heavy kid, name called and all of that. And I began a journey and discovered working out. There was two people that really like inspired me. And I remember them to this day. And I loved what they did in this gym. I loved how they helped, how they made me feel, where it took them. I liked what they looked like physically in the sense of strength, and how they built themselves and their stories. And I started doing research, and I came home and told my parents, like, I want to go into this program, fitness lifestyle management at George Brown back in the day, in 91, because I think I want to do it. And my parents are like, what is that? What is fitness? Is there money to be made? Like, what is that? Like, because I'm like, I don't care. Like, I want to learn more. And I knew nothing. Even when I graduated, I still, it was just still a constant learning. And so I switched and it took it from there. It was, yeah. And even when I was in school, I still did not connect to what I was in school for yet. Like it was a process. I loved it, but I wasn't there yet.
Yeah. Now, you stated this career change was the best decision of your life and the beginning of your yellow brick road. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah. When I was in college, at the beginning of my certifications, I wasn't ill yet. I have an autoimmune disease, and I was still healthy. And so it didn't happen until my early mid-20s that I got diagnosed with colitis back then. And here I was in the fitness field to get stronger, to lift weights, to learn how to do all these things. And then all of a sudden I was hit with like being sick. And I wasn't able to do what everybody else was doing in the class or what everybody else wanted to do. I had restrictions to try to live my life differently because I wasn't feeling great. I was really sick. And it was almost like it was meant to be that I was in this industry, changing from what I was doing to find a way to better myself and stay positive because I wasn't feeling so well. So it was almost like I had a mission that I'm always on, like it's never ending.
Yeah.
Being in this, that changed my mindset that there's no other way but this road.
I love it. Can you talk a bit more about your own personal struggles that you dealt with when you were younger?
Sure. I wasn't like the athletic kid. I can remember my sisters was very athletic. And I can remember like I'm 51. So like back in the day, we had these big lip glosses called Bonnie Bell, and we used to wear them around our neck. And I remember that like I tried to climb a fence and I dangled because
oh my gosh,
right? Because I just couldn't get my ass over the fence. And I like the gym teacher would like just pass me because like I couldn't do a chin up. Like I just hated anything that was meant to move your body.
Yeah.
I was heavy. I had dance background, which is so funny to this day, but like I didn't have a dance background. I couldn't play tennis for the life. We tried lessons on anything. I just wasn't that kid.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like the superstar either. I always wanted to fit in. They called me Orca the Killer Whale.
Oh my God.
Like I had names, and it just kind of like, you know, scarred me, but it just was what it was. So I covered it up with an attitude, right? In high school, I covered it up with power of the mouth.
Yeah.
In a sense behind what, you know, I was feeling.
Wow.
Yeah. So
now you've had quite the long list of health issues you've had to deal with over the years. Can you tell us about that and how much of a part or role they've played in the trainer that you've become and are today?
So they don't define me, but it actually has defined me as, like, I'm also a fitness instructor, as a trainer and instructor, because, you know, we all have something that we deal with. We all have luggage and things in our suitcase, whether it's an illness or something else that helps us become stronger, right? We fall to get up, and having a disease, you know, having a disease and having to perform a step class, a cycle class, a muscle class where I'm making everybody feel better, where inside I'm not necessarily feeling so good. It's through that energy of what my purpose is, stops my head or my feeling or my body of where I'm at to be like anybody else. Like you know, that the disease is gone for the moment, for the hour, for the two. And it kept me afloat to maybe make me stronger. Like, I don't think I'd be as well as I am right now if I wasn't determined and being in this industry, keeping myself healthy and others with all the struggles I've had. Did that answer the question?
Yeah. Do you believe that these autoimmune diseases like Crohn's and colitis can be controlled or managed without medication and solely with diet and exercise?
Like, I'd like to say yes. Like, I've devoted my career into health and wellness, right? Saying that, like, I think every person has unique situations when it comes to their autoimmune struggles, right? I have a hard time accepting that diet and exercise alone and holistic health is controllable and the only sole factor to wellness when you have a deficiency. But saying that, you know, as an advocate preacher for myself, my reality is I'm on Remicade. My reality is I've had massive surgeries. I don't have a colon. I've been on medication and prednisone for my whole life. And if it wasn't for the food and the nutrition and the exercise, I don't think I'd be able to be as well as I can be each day. So I think some people are healed no problem. And I believe in it so heartedly. And then there's anomalies like myself and others that I can do everything, but the best is never like ghosting gone. You know? Okay. So the answer is yes, but not necessarily for everybody.
Okay. What inspired you or made you decide to go back to school to become a holistic nutritionist?
Yeah. So I was at a point in my career, my life, I had my surgeries, and they impacted me like no other. My kids were getting older. I was training and teaching, and I felt that I wanted to have the rights, the certifications, the knowledge to train my clients and talk about nutrition, where I find and I'm very strong about the legalities about people, you know, buying a book and saying that they can cure somebody and then, you know, making them pay or not pay and tell them where to go. So it was important to my integrity to educate and have a certification. I wanted to learn more about my health on a deeper level, determined to really go deeper to know things about food that I didn't know on a holistic level when it came to my health and autoimmune disease.
Now, through your studies in becoming a holistic nutritionist, you began understanding the correlation between mind, body, and food. Can you talk a bit about that relationship on a simpler level so we can gain a bit more of an understanding of that?
Yeah, I love it. Like, brain and gut health They're emotional factors, right? That stimulate our gut, our gastrointestinal tract.
Okay.
And it's not just Crohn's or colitis, like it could be reflux, it could be like an IBS, which is a symptom, not disease, weight gain, ulcers, all that stuff. And our gut stresses are linked to anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
So they are deeply connected and influenced by each other. And food can contribute or trigger and heighten these stresses when we're not balanced, whether it's through sugar, alcohol, processed food, however it be. We all have different gut microbes. Like inside, we're all built differently.
Yeah.
I call it like dysbiosis and leaky guts. And some of us, can have it from a vacation and have something parasitical inside of us. And all of a sudden everything goes off, which creates stress in our brain. And if you're susceptible, there's like anxiety and depression that can link it. And medications can affect it. So I really believe that it's like a carousel, right? Our gut has more serotonin than our brain, and they really coincide together and can affect like that deep level. And food really plays a role in it. I truly believe that in that connection. Okay.
What for you is the most exciting or inspiring part of your career?
Connecting with people. I'm such a people person. I like seeing someone feel good inspires me. I don't inspire them. Like, I know I get told, like, of course, as an instructor, trainer, we do, but like, to know that someone woke up, didn't want to get out of bed to go to work out, or just spent that hour and you were able to watch them flourish and be thanked for it. That is like the ultimate gratification for me. Like that makes pleasure. Or to see someone, I've had someone lose 100 pounds with me. Wow. I focus a lot on weight loss. So like, and it's not about the weight, but to know that their struggle to learn how to eat or tools. Just to be a sounding board, to watch someone do better in fitness or not fitness, to know someone to do better makes me feel that I've had an impact, or they've impacted me on how to make the next move to do something. Like, it's just a high for me for that.
Yeah. Having an impact on people with something you do is just the most incredible feeling in the world. I don't think there's anything better than that, knowing that you've impacted someone's life in a way that's changed them.
Like creating a culture. Like what I recently had to leave Good Life because of COVID and my autoimmune disease, but there's some really influential people that forever it's part of my heart. Yeah. But there's so many tools that I learned late in life, taking on such an amazing job, that culture, impact, influence, how that circle effect rises towards human to human, and how that like endless possibilities can happen.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It is. It's an incredible thing. Yeah. Now, I gotta talk about this. Your videos that you post on Adina, I love them.
My house thinks I'm crazy. My kids, like, my husband, like, laughs and like really like who am I?
It's so much fun watching them though. It's you just bring you come across as this completely free spirit, and your humor into the videos. And although, I mean, yes, there's the humor part and there's the fun and freeness of them, but there's also the informative part of it as well. It's just amazing. When did you decide to start trying to widen your audience through your social media account, and where do you pull the inspiration for your videos?
Oh my God, I'm still so far from where I want to be. Like, really, like, there's some amazing...
But you're doing great, though. They're amazing.
Thank you. But there are some amazing people out there that they're dedicating their life to be a blogger or to do... I don't want to dedicate my life to it. I want a part of to keep me fluent, to keep my name remembered, because I don't know where I'll be from this. But like, my job is to keep learning so I can have all the tools building this new life right now at COVID. But when COVID happened and I had a full-time job that was blessed and amazing, I was home. I hadn't really been on social media for a year. Didn't have time for it because I was working 13-hour day. Like my gym was my house. Right. And I came home, like I was here on COVID, and I had to kind of rebrand myself. What do I want to come to the world and people to get to know me? Because I was known as like other things. And so during COVID, I started watching and being involved in social media and people seeing, what can I give back for free to the community, doing these live fitness classes, working with some clients that really just needed me because they're home and that COVID was depressing. And some of people have some eating situations. I was like a sounding board. And then I fell upon TikTok and it was like entertainment for hours besides Trump and, everything going on in the state. So like, no hate, not even going politically, but like, it was like an outlet of like mindless, funny, creative, like, oh my gosh. And it wasn't till, because I did one or two by the summer, it wasn't till August where I was now, the gyms open, they close. I was still part of Good Life. It wasn't until September where like I sat with my doctors, a phone call, of course, figuring like, this is not going away soon. Like, what's my reality of going back to the world? And I can't. So I had to resign from my position. And in that process, I had to define, who is Adina going to be? What am I going to try to build at home? And how am I going to remember it, even if I go off social media or while I'm building it? And I brought my TikTok, which is TikTok. And I don't do all the videos on Instagram, but I decided that like once or twice a day, I'm going to post whatever I post there if the time allows it, because I have different times on it.
Right.
On TikTok, to create a personality and something that someone will wake up and laugh, because I laugh at myself. Like really.
Well, I laugh every time I watch them.
You should see the ones that don't make it, like the drafts, like really like it's those are funny ones. But so I decided to learn all tools on social media to keep me present and with it, in the sense of and competitive, in the sense of that if I have to make this my new norm, or I want to build a remote, I want to make sure I know how and to do it the best I can on all social platforms.
I love it.
For me, not against anyone else. Like I run my place,
no,
right?
Just not for you.
So yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. What's the name of your business, and how long have you now been in business for yourself?
So my name of the business now is called Honeybee Fit. It was a different name before, because like I said, it was just, I'd have it part-time because I was working, but I rebranded the name because again, it's an identity of where I can relate. So I've been in business for myself really since I worked corporate fitness. So since I had my daughter 24 years ago, I became, instead of working full-time, which I was, I worked part-time. I decided to dedicate where the kids came with me, and I was a freelance fitness instructor, and I got my personal training certification, and away I went. So I had my own business outside of the gyms since probably I was 30, like doing some sort of like what it was called Eat Wealthy, or I had the Nook of Health, which is a corner like Me Talking. They were little branches of what I was doing. And then I had a business of a nutrition business out of a gym for 4 years. Okay. And so Honeybee Fit came to me as like, just like honeybee, like I'm busy like a bee, like I relax by being busy, and a bee is sweet. And so, sweet as sugar, Honeybee Fit. I just thought it was kind of representation of me.
Love it. Very clever.
Yeah. Thank you.
What does your business look like for you in the next 5 years? Where do you see it going? Where do you want to take it?
I'm open to like all opportunities. I'm still very close to the gyms that I worked with for many years and all my colleagues. The industry right now is evolving like we've never seen it before. We don't even know all the directions it's going to, especially with remote training and all the challenges that my amazing companies are going through right now. So for me, as we're being tested to be as creative, to keep people embraced in the world of health as possible, I'd love to keep stuff to do a remote online fitness training where there's like different rooms on an online, where there's a nutrition room or a room to talk about whether it's just about exercise, like an educational room, and classes. Like I'm open to the possibility to branch with some colleagues to do an online business, or when we reopen and I can be in the world, take what I've got and bring it to a gym and do this part-time again.
Awesome.
Mm.
What do you think your unique skill set or superpower is that's helped you become successful?
Superpowers. I wish that I'd say that I was superpowers. I definitely, wouldn't that be nice?
It is. But
right?
we
But
all have
my
superpowers.
superpower, I feel like a mom. As a mom, I feel like
Go.
I have I'm just like that. I feel like I have a superpower. I'd say about being real and authentic. Like what you see is what you get. It's not always roses. It's not like this is all great, but like I'm like anybody else. I've got anxieties. I stress out. Like life happens.
Yeah.
But I like what you see is what you get, and for good and for bad, and to connect to others, to really be able to meet them where they're at. And find a way through it with them. So yeah, I definitely think authenticity and being real.
What was a turning point in your life, and how did it affect you?
My surgery. My surgery was massive. Yeah, my kids were young. I had 3 young kids. I've been on prednisone and medications and trial medications at the hospital where I ended up getting sugar, but I was on a 6-month program, and it was so impacting because I was on a lot of meds before to get off it. Right. And I wasn't a nutritionist, but I was in the fitness field. So here I was. That's why I'm saying I was in the field. I was doing my thing. I was inspiring, but my body wasn't responding, and I wasn't knowledged enough and really there. And so I was told I was 17. How old was I? 34? Maybe I was 34. I was 50% diseased, and the option was more medication or this surgery called a J pouch.
Okay.
And I had to be off for like a year. And,
holy shit.
There were 2 surgeries. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. And so I opted for the surgery. It was, I remember it. And I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and I had a bag, an external bag. So a J pouch, what it is they reconstruct your small intestines to function as your large.
Wow.
And so with that being said, I live very differently like everybody else, but I thank God for it.
Yeah.
So be it where I was in my age, there was possibilities that it wasn't going to be perfect. And so I had this surgery. I had complications where there was blockages. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. It was like a train hit me. Like, it's not like birth where you forget it. Like, I can close my eyes and I like remember it like yesterday. Not that you know what birth is like, but
No, I don't.
But
I would never profess to know it.
But anyway, so like I remember being home and I was emaciated, like weight wise, like I was gray, I was emaciated, and then I had to go back 3 months to take the bag off. Yeah. And they had to reconnect me. And that was another hell of a surgery. So that was like a turning point, of like, you got one fucking life. Yeah. Like, and it was with pain. Like, I was the small percentages that kept getting like infections. So I was on medications. Like, it wasn't like smooth sailing, I'm a new woman. Yeah. It was like, what can I do? How can I eat? How can I get stronger? That's what, like, the whole, like, my kids needed me. How can I be a warrior for them? What can I do behind the tears behind the back door? Cause it was so painful. Like, that was a big turning point. And yeah, that was a big one. And then being in the industry, coming back ill, learning how people perceive us. I felt there was a need to change that because I had a situation in a fitness class that was upsetting to me. And I felt like we need to kind of look at life and our health and our external more on the internal side, because there was a situation in class, and I stopped a 50-person class to like hone down the room. Yeah. To give my opinion about something. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. It was that like, I can see it like yesterday, cause I just had come back. I wasn't able to move much. It was probably 6 months after the second surgery. Yeah. And I went to go teach a class just to see I was at a women's gym. Yeah. And I was emaciated, but I was back. And the women were talking about me, asking if I had an eating disorder and if I was, and it got back to me. And the next, like I don't remember if it was before the class or the next class that I came in to teach. There were 50 people in that room. I stood in front of them and I asked everybody to please just listen up. That like, my business is my business. I don't have to share my health, but if you must know, this is the reality. I do not have an eating disorder. I have children not that there's anything wrong with that. People struggle. There's nothing. I'm not knocking that, but
no, of course.
Ask something about me or question. Ask me, don't talk about me.
Yes.
I'm here to mentor you. Don't judge me by what I look like.
That's right.
If I'm strong and fit, you want to look like me. If I'm too skinny, does she have a disorder? If I've gained weight, why is she eating? So that, along with my health, was a pivoted point about how we are so judged, and that people on themselves, right? It's a representation of themselves. How can we make it the best we can? Because in this industry, it's right. It's hard to go deep inside. We look on the outside with people.
For sure.
So it's all about, like, really, how could I make it a safe place and a best place possible to embrace what we've got and why?
100%.
Yeah.
What would you say is one of the most important things you've learned in your life? And what was your life like before learning it? And what was your life like after learning it?
Oh, breathe and let go. Become frickin' press.
Yeah.
Yeah. Control the controllables. That is like my mentor, of someone very important to me, once said to me when I was stressing out. And it doesn't come easy for me because I'm intense, and my mind races, and I think that, like, really, especially having 3 children and going through all their stuff too, learning how to slow down. I'm not great at it. Like, that's my mastery every day, to try to make it better. But to control what you can control, and that goes with eating and exercise and health and wellness, because mindset and, our mind and body, like, we just have to kind of learn to just be able to connect, baby step, to live our most fulfilled life that we possibly can.
I love it.
Yeah, right? I wish I could do that every day, but
well,
ideally, what would be every day if I could?
Yes. Well, as long as you're working on it, that's all that matters. You're trying, right?
Every day, humble to fall.
What makes you feel inspired or like your best self?
Yeah, seeing other success, right? Like, it's like a firecracker.
Yeah.
When I see something good happening, it makes me excited for them and for the potential that we all have it in us to be able to.
For sure. What would you say is one of the best pieces of advice you've ever received?
Be more proactive and less reactive.
I like that.
Yeah, that resonates, because I'm someone that can be very reactive sometimes. That goes back to the breathe and let go.
Yeah.
Outside of my funny videos. But like life happens. We have, how many hats do we wear? I'm an instructor.
Oh, yeah,
I'm a mother. I'm a wife. Like, I'm a daughter. Like, it's busy. And so, it's sometimes don't speak, count to 10.
Yeah.
And approach things cautiously.
And calmly.
Well, that goes breathe and let go for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you define success? What does that word mean to you, Adina?
Yeah, achieving personal goals, aspiring, like, to be who I'm meant to be and want to be, right? Setting them into, like, goals, tracking them, learning the most when I fall, and watching the growth happen, and of course seeing the end product, and then start on to the next thing. Yeah.
What would you say is one of your favorite quotes?
This too shall pass.
I love that one.
This too shall pass. I have a tattoo on my left arm that says resilience. I got that when I was 50. And
awesome.
I don't have tattoos. Not that there's anything wrong with it. But
now you do.
I have 2, actually, one on my back too. But like, it was more so like resilience and this too shall pass, reminding myself that it's a moment, that we have stresses, or a moment that life is difficult, or how we are, whether it's health and wellness or just life.
Yeah.
And really, this too shall pass. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
For sure.
Yeah.
Can you share a situation that's occurred in your life that you feel provides insight as to your character, who Adina is?
Insight to my character. I think being a child that was heavy, a child that was wanting to always fit in, parents divorcing right when I was young, and wanting to be just loved and accepted, and going through times where you're feeling, especially those teens, where they're hard. They're hard for yourself. They're hard for others. Everybody just, tries to grow, and, wanting to fit in. and then getting the disease between coming of age and then getting sick, the combination through all that, and having to step up to the plate of being a mother, a wife, a mother to children that need me more than I need myself.
Yeah.
Having to kind of like let go of the control of what, like I've said before, about what you can't control. And that would be pivotal about really learning ways and tools to go beyond yourself, beyond what you can give out to the world. How can you be a better version of yourself? How can you keep going? How can you make it positive and make light of stuff?
Awesome.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
What does the word empowerment mean to you?
It's a process, right? Age, knowledge, obstacles, accomplishments. Like those are what grooms us. It's confidence, right? Freedom of thoughts and fears, which are ongoing. I think it has different categories, right? How I'm perceived, how I perceive myself. I work on it every day, right? So I think that empowerment is to, work on ourselves, how we are projecting to the world to give strength and focus on myself to give the best I can to anyone around me.
I love that.
Embrace the imperfect moments. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you feel most grateful for in your life?
My husband and my kids.
What is your personal motto?
Inhale and exhale. Yeah. Breathe courage, man. Breathe
and let that shit go.
Let that shit. I actually had that. Like, I was like, as I was reading these last things, some thoughts in my head about like let that shit. I'm like, I don't know, like maybe I'll keep it clean.
Let that shit go. Just let it fly.
Go, right? Yeah. Yeah. No time for that.
I love that.
Yeah.
What gives you the motivation to keep going?
There's no other option, right? You're given like one opportunity here.
Yeah.
One, to be alive, and then we're gone. We're living in a pandemic. People are getting sick, and they didn't ask to get sick, and there's no coming back. I think to be neutral, like on our high days and on our low days, to celebrate the wins and losses emotionally as close as possible.
Yeah, right? we only get one shot at it. That's it. One chance.
Only, for sure.
So you might as well make the best of it. And that's, I think about even myself. I was stuck in a job I hated, and it was physically, mentally, everything just so draining. I hated getting up and going to work in the morning. And I thought, there's more to life than this. And there's so many people out there that do that same thing and fall into that same trap because of fear or self-limiting beliefs and all of that. It's just, it's crazy. Once you decide to make that change and take the leap and do and follow your heart, follow your passion, and do what you want to do what you love doing, it opens up your world completely. It's completely different.
100%. Like, I think like I get the opportunity to whip on Lululemons or what other pants that I'm working out in, put my music loud, sing if I want, make a fool of myself. And like my adrenaline, like my emotions, like it's my body, there's an excitement. Like I get the opportunity, and it's a job, but it's not like I get people go to work out to de-stress, but it's my job to be there. Yeah. So like, I'm like honored to be part of the industry.
And the fact that we spend so much of our lives working, why wouldn't you do something you enjoy? Why would you continue to do something you fucking hate?
100,000,000%. Like 100%. Like, because you're told to do that. Like I said, I was 21 years old when I switched. My parents are like, what's fitness and lifestyle management? Go and be a dental hygienist. There's money in that. Go and do. I'm like, well, I don't want to clean people's teeth.
But money isn't the be all either, though.
No. I mean, there's an important factor to it, but like,
of course,
you have to love what you do. And if you love what you do, there's always doors open to keep taking you where you want to go, to fight as high as you fucking want.
That's right. Who do you turn to when you feel stuck?
Yeah, my kid, my husband and kids, and my friends. Those are my rock. Yeah.
If you were writing your autobiography, what would the title be?
Turn up the volume. Yeah, make it loud. Oh yeah,
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
If you could set up a billboard anywhere, where would you put it and what would it say?
I would say, believe you can, and you're halfway there. And I probably would put it on the dome of the ECC. Yeah.
Okay. What is the most recent investment you've made in yourself?
Well, I definitely would say being home for the past 9 months, it's setting up my rooms down here to make them my office, my gyms, to make it that it looks very welcoming
Mm-hmm.
to people on the other side. So I've invested like what's functional and important to grow
Mm-hmm.
myself and enjoy, to make myself feel as much as I'm outside in the world as much as I'm inside my house.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Early bird or night owl?
Oh, early bird.
Money or fame?
Yeah. Money is a need, fame's a want, right?
Yeah.
Well, money is important, right? Because we have to live every day, put food on the table.
Mm-hmm.
A measure for me for success, I would say fame.
Yeah.
For me, fame, yeah, to be able to encourage others and
Mm-hmm.
have the ability to take risks to better themselves, I for sure would say fame, because along with fame, like anything's possible, right?
Yeah. Okay. But you can also, on the flip side of that, you can also do a hell of a lot with money to help people and do good.
Right. But I think they go together. Like I said, money's a need, fame's a want.
Yeah.
So like we all need the basic foundation. So
Yeah.
like, you know, if money was the, like fame for me, like the social media, it's
Yeah.
not about the numbers that I have. I would hope that the good numbers go up. So therefore I'm making impact.
Yes.
But that's creating impact. And from that, I get clients.
For
the
sure.
fame or the want of me of who wants of what I have to do, which then money comes with it. So to me, they go together.
Yeah.
You need survival. We need to
Mm-hmm.
survive. That's
Yep.
a given. But like in the fame, I'd want a basis to know that I could survive.
Yeah. Who in your life has had the biggest impact on you and why?
My kids,
Okay.
for sure. You know, I have 3,
Mm-hmm.
ranging from 17 to 24, and
Mhm.
each one of them has made me a better person to who I am. Each one of them, their own stuff, growing, becoming of age, into these amazing evolving adults, and you know, outside the teens that I made it through, they've taught me strength and caring and adaptability. And yeah, my kids,
That's beautiful.
my kids, just love them.
If you came with a warning label, what would yours say?
Spontaneous singing outbursts in a song. Yeah.
May spontaneously burst into song.
Yeah,
I love it.
Or sing out loud. Like
There you go. That's all right.
Whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah. If you had a theme song that played every single time you walked into a room, what song would that be?
Oh, I have many. I like to Move It by Reel to Reel.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could teach the world one thing, what would that one thing be?
To be kinder.
It's funny. This theme of kindness keeps popping up all week this week, and
oh, really?
even last week. Yeah. And it's such a simple concept. And I've said this each time it's popped up. It's such a simple concept. Why I cannot for the life of me understand why the human race, we as human beings, cannot grasp this fucking concept. It is so simple. It doesn't cost you anything to be kind to people. Why do we have such a hard time understanding this and practicing this?
It's what we're taught or seen. I mean, look at that. Like, I'm not going to go into politics, but like, I just think that like we all have kinder spirits.
Yeah.
I think mindset. So let me go back. If I can have one thing, I would go back to mindset, because mindset's everything, right?
Yeah.
You have ability to grow, to do whatever we want. And so when we have that mental freedom and that independence, along with all our own personal intent, our personality, what we give into this universe should be strength and kindness. So they go together. How your mindset, if you have a positive mindset, then how you speak, how you interact should be with soul.
Right.
So that
it blows my mind that there's still so much. I mean, I honestly believe that there's more good in the world than bad, for sure.
Me too.
And the media, the reason we only see bad in the media and shit is because that makes money for the media, and that's what sells. But I honestly believe that there's more good in the world than bad. But we need to learn to be kinder to one another. The world would be such a better place if we all practice kindness.
But it starts with our mindset. So if we can focus on our mind, body, and ourselves.
Everything starts with that foundation.
Focusing on other people and what they're doing or how they're doing it, or do you agree with it? Just focus on you, because everything will fall into place, or the right people will fall into your circle.
That's right. Yeah, everything starts with that foundation of self, and then it just goes outward.
Yeah, 100%.
Lastly, if you were to deliver your last 30-second speech to the world, what would that last 30 seconds sound like?
Well, I would go back probably about the health and the fitness, about nourishing our mind and body, because I've gone back and forth to talk about our kindred spirits and our health. Yep. But I would talk about developing like a solid connection to calm the mind and strengthen the soul. Like, I think we have a gap between that. Especially as someone in the industry, watching people struggle with weight or hormones or exercise or motivation and autoimmune disease. And so, we're given like this pass to be here on earth. It's a temporary pass. Yes. So we need to really live like each of these moments like it's our last.
For sure.
Which comes with the kindness, which comes with like things that, to be positive and reach what you possibly can, even if you feel like you can't. And I would also like say, like, at the end of the day, like, people in the world that are so worried about their health and what they look like on the outside and whatever, that like when we're going down and there's dirt going on us, no one's ever going to whisper in Aunt Carrie's ear, boy, if she lost 10 pounds, she really would have been a better person. Or like, damn, if she was gluten-free, she might have been here 3 months later.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Let them know you for what you're worth as a person with integrity and self-worth, and not so much about the suit. Like, get healthy, learn the tools. Yes, it is like an outlet and can help so many things, but find balance to all of it, and find humor in what you do.
Yes. Well, Adina, thank you so much for sharing your insights and sharing your journey and your story. You are a true inspiration. What you're doing is amazing. I love your videos. It brings such a huge smile to my face whenever I see them. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you so much for having me on your show.
It's my honor to have you here and have you share your story and your journey. I truly appreciate what you're doing, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate you being part of the community and agreeing to be a guest on the show here today.
Thank you so much. Stay safe and stay in touch, and I hope you have an amazing day.
You as well. Once again, my name is Brad Walsh, host of your Empowerography Podcast. Today, my guest has been Adina Conn. She is a fitness trainer and holistic nutritionist based right here in Toronto. Thanks so much, Adina. I hope you have an amazing day.
Thanks, you too. Take care.
Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends. You can find me at visuphoria.ca and follow me on Instagram at Empowerography Podcast and on Facebook at Empowerography. Please join me next time for another inspirational story from yet another amazing woman.